Hello and welcome back to cyubeVR. The last time I removed all of the water blocks and I started to place the new water. I don't have any water anymore. We have green shimmerstone. Why do I have green shimmerstone? Heh. Oh, interesting. Still looks awesome. I love this so much. So, in order for us to get more water, I need blue starstones. And I'm pretty sure that I don't have any in my storage area. That means we have to go search for a cave. The good thing is, I also searched for starstones in my German world, so I figured something out that is actually pretty nice. And after talking with the developer of cyubeVR about this, he agreed with me that we get an easier way to mine starstones. That just shows how awesome Stone Brick Studio is. Because getting the starstones for the water block can be pretty tedious. And because they are on the ceiling of the caves, it can be a bit, annoying to get all of the blocks. So in order to make it easier to acquire all of the water that we want, we can now mine starstones with the sledgehammer. I mean, we could before, but the sledgehammer will not destroy any starstones. Usually the sledgehammer destroys about 50% of the items that you mine with it. He destroys 100% of the crystals because he just pulverizes them to stardust or crystal dust. And yeah, the hammers don't destroy the starstones. That means we can farm quite fast for the starstones to get our water. I think that's a good decision because I'm going to use a lot of water, and I'm pretty sure that many PlayStation VR 2 users can't wait to get the water block. Interesting. Those green flowers just went dark. They tried to hide from me. They saw, oh no, Chippy is flying over here. Let's hide. So. Another week passed. I hope that your week was nice. Maybe a bit more uneventful, so that you don't had any stress, no strange happenings, stuff like this. There was a pretty big and terrifying earthquake in Japan, and someone that I follow and she's following me, so we know each other, and yeah, she experienced it, so it was a bit shocking to hear how big it was. It was also pretty close to the surface. I was lucky I never got any earthquakes when I was in Japan. But comparing 5 weeks to 25 years is not really a good way to do it. Something that I noticed over the last couple of weeks is that the cable of my headset is a bit broken. When I put the headset on, I get a lot of those little sparkling pixels, and if I just put a bit more pressure on the cable, oops, the disappear. So there should be blue flowers here. There they are. I still have one replacement cable that I could use. I think it might be related with the way that I hang my headset. But I hang the headset this way for 5 years now. So I don't understand why I get the problems now. It's really interesting. I really hope that Valve will release a new headset soon. Oops. I love my index, I really do, but I would like to have something better, even though this is asking for much. Because for me, the index still is one of the best headsets. Still the best premium headset overall. It's not perfect in any segment, but overall always on top. At least that's my opinion. I'm not just exaggerating. I mean, the field of view is big. The resolution is okay. If you concentrate really close, you can see screen door effect. But usually if you play, you don't notice it. Sweet spot for me is okay. I never had any problems. Even if the headset is not adjusted correctly, I still have nice clear visuals. The God rays are disgusting, that's for sure. God rays are really bad on the index. That's something everyone knows. Yeah, more than a year ago someone asked me for my opinion on the index, and I also told him that the God rays are really bad. So if you have like white text on black background, or something dark and something is shining and bright in front of it, then you get like those shine-ins, like rays, like those sun rays, but not from the sun, but from text, for example. That's what's called God rays. And it's really bad on the index. Other than this, everything else is fantastic. It's super comfortable. I wear it for 8 hours straight without any problems. It was just that my knees started to give out. And yeah, I had to recharge the controllers, but I could wear the headset all day long without any problems. Let's just get over this mountain here. This is new land, so I should get some caves here. The audio solution is still the best that you can get. When my friend came over to experience VR for the first time, he was so amazed. He asked me where does the sound comes from, because he had no headphones on, nor earbuds, nothing, and he still got really deep bass and really clarity sound. And we all know that the over-the-ear headphones on the index are the best that you can get. The solution on the Quest is okay. You got those little speakers slots. And I mean, on a handheld, you also just got those little things, and that's okay. That's why I got a good headset for my Steam Deck. And yeah, here you have really good audio solution. The microphones are super. I mean, that's something that you can appreciate. But also the people that I play with, because you got a really nice, good sounding microphone without any noises. Some microphones don't do so good with some P sounds, some S sounds, and sometimes the harsh sounds like the S's can sound really bad on a cheap microphone. Nice. So, all we have to do now is grab a hammer and get the party started. I removed the cave from the cave. I uncaved my cave. So. Ah, we are back to the cave now. So. And as you can see, I drop Starstones all the time. And it only works with the Starstone. Shimmerstones still get destroyed by the hammer. But Shimmerstones are easier to collect. I mean, you can just stand on them and then mine them away. You can't do this with Starstones because they are on the ceiling. So now it's time to collect. Oops, So this week I changed offices again. It's my 4th office since I started at my current company. And this will probably be the last time that I will change offices here. Because 2 days ago I had, only 1 day ago actually, it was yesterday, I had a job interview. And today they sent me the contract. The contract is pretty nice. I would earn a bit less than I earn right now for my hourly wage. But because I'm going to work in shifts again, I get a lot more shift boni and overall like 200 or 300 euro more each month, which is pretty nice. I just forgot to tell them about my current examiner status, because you have to communicate with them that you are doing some stuff outside of work. And for me it is my YouTube channel and being an examiner on the printing company. Ooh, almost 2 stacks within just like 10 minutes. That just shows how efficient this is with the hammer. The hammer gets really loud with the echo. But to be honest, this is an enclosed space, so of course the reverb will be really tough. Look at all the water blocks that are hanging around here. So. Getting as much Starstones as I can. I want to get at least 3 or 4 stacks. Maybe even more. There's a lot of water that I need to build. And if I want to make the whole Castle Moritzburg, then I have to do a lot more water. Just have to pay a bit attention to not mine too many stones so that some of the Starstones actually get deleted. That would be counterproductive. So, in 2 weeks I will have another job interview at a school. And this is where I actually hope to get into. Because I want to be a teacher. And yeah, getting into a school is pretty much me becoming a teacher. It will be a bit tough because I will teach young adults who couldn't get any apprenticeship and stuff like this, which is actually pretty awesome because that's what I actually want to do. I want to help those young people to find a job and a meaning in their life, because that's what was the case for me. I also didn't know what I should do after college, and then I found my apprenticeship, and it really turned my life to the better. And I want this to have other people as well. So. There was also some copper. Copper is not really that important right now. Copper is not even that rare, so usually I have more copper than I need. What I should get is gold, and of course my Starstones. That's why we are here. So, there's some coal. The entrance was so tiny, but look how deep this whole cave is. It goes all the way down. I could probably get some white shimmer stones as well. This is really deep there. I just have to pay a bit attention so that I don't get lost. Ah, here. Getting lost within 10 seconds. I could make this a speedrun category, getting lost. So. Me. I didn't want this to happen actually, but okay. So getting those as well. So. Needs a bit more light here because it's pretty dark. Seeing this with OLED would probably look so awesome. There is one VR content creator that I really don't like. And I usually don't watch his videos, and what is usually, I don't watch his videos, period. And yeah, he also got a lot of videos about PlayStation VR 2 for the PC. And on Reddit, there are a lot of people that are like me who hate him really much. And usually it's like, don't trust anything he says because he's hyping up everything just to get clicks and get free review stuff from the companies. It's really sad if that is what most of the community says about you. Usually there are reviewers who are a bit more in favor to one or the other, or neutral, but he is always overhyped with everything, and then he doesn't even analyze or does anything remotely objective. It's always like, oh, this is so cool, and it's so cool, and it's awesome and cool, and you don't explain why. It's just, yeah, not really helpful to make your own opinion. I mean, that's okay for him if he can live with this, but a lot of people don't like it. And there are also a lot of people who don't like him because they brought stuff, because he recommended it, because it's so awesome, and then they noticed that he was just overhyping. I don't want to say that he is lying. I don't think he is lying. It's just that he doesn't talk about the negative stuff as much as anyone else would. It's just that he shows the good things and that's it. He talks about the bad stuff, but only if it's convenient for him. I still remember when he was hating on Pimax because they didn't give him the first Pimax 5K, I think it was, back then. So yeah, another big YouTuber got the Pimax 5K first, and he was a bit pissed because of that. I mean, I don't get any review material, so I can't talk about stuff like this. Would be nice to get the Pimax crystal just to see the difference between Pimax and the Valve Index. So how much did we get? 100, 200, 300. With one Starstone I can make 40? $20. So 20 blocks with one. If I have 300, I can make 600. 6,000 blocks. So, assuming that I use crystals all the time and not being very efficient, so that I only get double, I can place 1,200, no, 12,000. 300 are 6,000, so yeah, 12,000 blocks. 12,000 water blocks, that's quite a lot. Would be at least enough water blocks for my lake or the river. Yeah, I think that's... Whoa. I don't want to collect them from the bottom. Too much of a hassle. Come here. So. Because the deeper I go into the cave, the more problem is it to get out again. Because then I get lost. I could teleport back to the torch, which would make it a lot easier to get home. But I don't want to. Let's get the copper. I already have some copper in my inventory, so it's not a big deal. Oh, I got an even number. 1, 2, 3, 400. 401. 402 makes 404. 404. That makes 8,040, 8,080 water blocks. That means more than 1,600. No, 16,000, sorry. More than 16,000 water blocks. I have a compass. Sun? Where does the sun rise from? I'm not even actually, I'm not really sure where I came from. Not from here, that's for sure. So the sun goes up there. That means I have to go south. I probably came from here, yeah. Yes, the flying is a bit buggy lately for the last couple of months. Sometimes if you move forward and you use the bucket to increase your flying height, so ascent, then you actually fall down. Maybe sometimes the bucket just gets stuck. Without the S. Talking about grammar and S's, in my last Beat Saber stream, I totally had a brain fart because I couldn't get the past sentence of beat. I beat the game and I was like, I beat the map. Then so, did I bet the map? Is it beat, bet, bet? Is it beat, beat, beat? What was it? I was really confused. I can see my ship, even though it doesn't look like a ship. There. And I see my tower. My tower looks like a tower. That's okay. I can't see the Evangelion because it's behind this rock. Oh, I have to remove this whole area. No, of course not. So now it's just a straight flight. Still quite far, to be honest. Like, maybe a bit more than a kilometer. This is the short cut. There's even more undiscovered land here in case you get new areas. I always try to only expand in this direction so that I don't have anything here. But I needed more for the caves. It is pretty nice here. Fly. Wee. I'm pretty sure that the water that I have now is enough for the lake and the river. It really does look a bit like there's a castle up there, not really a ship. Now that I know that it's supposed to be a ship, I can see all of my 3 masts with the sails. And now it resembles a bit like a ship, but just because I know what it's supposed to be. I really like the music. I'm starting to get sweaty right now. Even though it wasn't that warm today, it was about 25 degrees Celsius. So normal temperature for summer. Not too hot, not cold. It was just white. I read some really strange Reddit posts today. One was not today, a bit older actually. A guy bought himself a face casket, a used one. And after playing a couple of days, he noticed that the leather started to crumble and he had this little black plastic crumbles on his face. So one point after playing, he noticed that his breathing was hard and in his snot he had those black crumbles. So he tried to cough and cough and cough till he finally could cough something up. And then he noticed that he also has this black things in his lungs. And because he tried so hard to cough in, he actually coughed some blood. And then he was, oh no, what should I do? People on Reddit help me. Most people's reaction was like, dude, go see a doctor. Don't ask strangers on Reddit. And I was like, that's natural selection. If you're so stupid to ask non-doctors about a medical issue, then you don't deserve it. But yeah, if I notice that something that I strapped to my face is starting to crumble and getting broken, I don't put it back on my face. So in the other one, he was actually bald and he noticed that his head got darker skin color because of the head strap. And now he was afraid that his skin would turn dark forever and that he would have lasting strains on his skin. This is actually... He asked in a skin healthcare subreddit first, and then he came to the VR subreddit. So he actually used the correct way to do this. He could also go just to a dermatist and has his skin checked. That's what we have skin doctors for. I don't think that it will last. I mean, he does put pressure on a specific part of his head, so maybe he will get a bit more rougher skin there. But it will probably go away if you don't put a headset on or if he uses some lotions to soothe the skin or something like this. Some seams look a bit strange. Ah, now they're loading in. Okay. Now that's better. Oof. Oh, you can't see the water from here. Okay. So now we see it. Okay. No, that's okay. That's okay. Getting a bit closer. Okay, now we can see it. Okay, okay, okay. It's almost not visible there. I'm going to build a lot of water blocks. Maybe I should really put more water blocks below the surface. But I will probably use the filler mod to do this. Otherwise, even 16,000 blocks will not be enough. So for now, I need a lot of space to store them all. Here. 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 We have enough space, that's good. Whew. So, and one more copper. Crafting is actually pretty, whoops, fast. As long as you don't put all of your glass blocks into your inventory. So. Oops. So. So. Maybe there's something wrong with me today. So now it works again. Okay. There's still some space in my inventory. Come on, Chippy, what's wrong with you? You know what? I think it's time to end this. I'm starting to make that many mistakes. Then I should go to sleep. It's always a good thing to sleep. Especially when you play cyubeVR. So. We have 1, 2, 3, 400, 500 water blocks. So this will be my test area to see if it really does make a difference. Because with this I should see a difference, actually. Maybe. I'm not sure. I really like how the water is sparkling. Whee! Bloop. Maybe it's not far enough into the water. I think there's something. I will use the mod to actually place all of the water. Then we will know for sure. So. So. I'm out of magic juice. Do I still have a crystal in inventory? No. Then I have to use the one that I placed here. So. But I wanted to actually quit for the day. I want to do something next time as well. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching. Till next time, and please stay healthy. Bye.